Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Wool and Coffee. I am joined today by Katie Albers. Some of you may recognize Katie or her name from when her challenge went viral. We kept seeing more and more people share it in the group, so we asked Katie if we could interview her just to talk about her experience a little bit. So welcome, Katie.
Hi, thanks for having me. Yes, this was quite an interesting adventure for sure.
I'm excited to hear about it. So first, Katie, can you just tell us a little bit of your background, like maybe where you live or what you do for a job?
Yes, I live in Kentucky and I work as a librarian in a middle school, but I'm also a wife and a mom to four kids. And so very, very busy. And I've seen this challenge posted on Facebook. It would keep coming up in my feed for over a year and a half, probably. And I finally just decided to invest in it and take the plunge. And I started on my birthday this fall, and but I didn't want to tell people about it, so I just kind of kept it hush to myself to see how long people would figure out what I was doing. So that was kind of the part that was viral, was how long it took my coworkers to figure out that I was wearing the dress every single day.
So why don't you tell us about that? So you started wearing it.
Yes,
What did
yes. I took it as a challenge to accessorize it with my own wardrobe. And so every day, I mean, to give them a little bit of credit, I really did try to mix it up every day. I would wear different cardigans. Sometimes I would pull a skirt over the bottom half so it looked like a t-shirt. Sometimes I would wear a t-shirt over the top so I had a little skirt on. And I really did try to mix it up every day in fact, I don't think the first 30 days I wore it the same way twice. Like I had enough in my own closet from years of buying too many things that I could mix and match and make it work. And so that was really fun. And
That's
finally,
great.
the lady that I work with most closely in the library, I finally ended up telling her on day 38 because I was like, golly, is she ever going to notice? And so I just went to her and said, Tim, you noticed I've been wearing the same dress for 38 days? And she said, no, have you? Why? And so I explained the challenge to her and all that. And she thought it was hysterical that she had not caught up on that. So then I'll tell you, this is in the interview that I did with the news. But the only person that really called me on it and noticed was another teacher who I was walking past her room down the hallway, and she popped her head out and she said, Katie, have you been wearing that dress for 17 days? And I said, actually 48. She wanted to start a GoFundMe to help me buy more clothes. And I said, no, it's not about that. I just trying to simplify my life. And it really has been, it was super nice having one less decision to make every day. And I'm still wearing the dress today because I still wear it at least once a week. I love it.
That's
It's
so
my
great.
favorite dress for
So
sure. Yeah.
that actually leads to my next question. Like, did you actually have any really big takeaways after doing your
Oh,
challenge?
yes. I realized I don't need so much stuff in my closet, really. Like, I even, after this challenge was over, I went, because every season I rotate my clothes in and out. I don't have a very big closet. And so my winter clothes go out to the shed for the summer, and then my summer, rotate in and out. And so when I went to my winter bin after my 100-day challenge, I was like, I just want to wear my red dress. So I pulled a few things into the house just to give me a little bit of variety, but no, I've kind of missed having that, just wearing this nice, comfortable, easy to wear dress every single day. It's been wonderful, really. So
Good.
I ended up with my gift certificate buying the same dress in green. So now I can just wear the green
Nice.
one. So,
Okay, very good. And
yeah.
so your big takeaway was you really like having one constant piece and you don't need as much as
Yes.
you have.
Yes, and I had gotten into the whole fast fashion thing of buying these super cheap clothes that were quick and easy to do, and having a quality garment that I take really good care of and that I wear often has been a real blessing for me. It made me not, it's not so much about the money anymore because I know I've gotten my money's worth out of this dress, you know?
Mhm.
And that's a dress that it still looks great after I've worn it over 100 times. That there's no pilling, there's no stretching, and it's the wrinkles fall right out. It's been wonderful. It really is a great product. So
So
thank you.
quality over quantity.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you. So my last really big question for you is how did it feel to go viral? Like, I'm wondering if you had any interesting feedback from people or if anyone recognized you as you were out in town or like what kind of feedback you got after people started seeing your story.
Well, let me tell you how it all came to fruition. It really is who you know, okay? So I posted on my own private Facebook page. I didn't even post on the Woolland page about my 100-day completion. So this was strictly to my own friends, but I happened to be friends with somebody who works at our local radio station, and she called the DJ at the radio station, and he wanted to interview me about this. And so first I was on the radio. Well, the radio station had it on their website, so that's where the TV news station caught on, and they came and did a longer story about it. And so then it started going out in syndication all over the country, and I started getting messages from people. Oh, I saw you were in Hawaii, and now I've seen you in Virginia, and now you're in Texas, and all over. And over 50 states. My story, my silly little story about this 100-day challenge was all over the country. And so it was really interesting, and everybody was talking about it. All my friends at work a lot of them didn't even know till the 100-day challenge post went out, and they're like, "You wore the same dress for 100 days? I didn't even notice." So it was fun to get that attention, and it was really neat. And so it was just a good time, something fun to talk about, something happy. The news can be kind of a downer, and so
Yeah.
it was nice to have something happy and fun to talk about. So.
Yeah. I know even in our own community, I think as people were seeing it, they were recognizing the challenge. So in our Facebook group, someone would share and say, "Oh, look, I recognize this dress or I recognize this challenge." And then a couple hours later, another person from somewhere else around the world or even in the US would post again, like, "Oh, this just popped up in my local news." And after like the third or fourth one, I was like, okay, this is definitely a little bigger than we first thought. So that was kind of
Yes.
fun.
And
Yeah.
it was also going around in the library Facebook pages because I'm a librarian. And so there were a lot of librarians saying, "Well, I did that challenge too. And yeah, I wear their dresses as well." And so it was a neat thing to connect on in those groups as well.
That's so fun. Well, so to wrap up, I know I promised you this would be pretty short. I'm just wondering if you have any recommendations for anyone who's thinking about doing the challenge
Oh,
or yeah.
do it. Do it. Absolutely. It is, um, I'll admit there was a time, it's like around day 40 when I got a little tired and I was getting a little, you get a little wayward. But that's when I started telling people about it and people started talking, and that encouraged me. So if you decide to do it, maybe keep it as your own little private secret. And because then when people start finding out, it's a fun thing to talk about. And I tell you, especially the people around me, they were all very supportive. Now they might have thought I was a little crazy, but it was definitely intriguing to them, and they would come and say, "Hey, what day are we on today?" And things like that. So go and do it. It's life's short. Do something silly and fun, and something to talk about. So it's good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Katie, for joining me today. I think everybody in our community is just going to love hearing your story, and so many will relate. I did the challenge myself, and I was working at a school. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I didn't tell, I think I told one person for the first probably 40 days, and I ended up coming clean around day 50, and most people hadn't noticed. So your story resonated with me on a very personal level that
Yeah.
was close to my experience too. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you, Katie, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.